just formalities. He'll feel it might be 1,000 years, but Allah Azza wa Jal will allow the believer to zoom through that. This is for the ultimate. And some of the Sahaba have said, in fact, this is a hadith that scholars have differed. Is it an authentic hadith or is it something the Sahaba said? So, but it is mentioned in the books of Athar that for the mu'min, Qiyamah will be like between Dhuhr and Asr, and in one version between Asr and Maghrib. So, Dhuhr and Asr, 2-3 hours, Asr and Maghrib an hour, hour and a half. Something quick. So for the believer, the judgment day will be a quick day. But there is one evidence that does seem to suggest the 50,000 does apply to the Day of Judgment, and that's the final thing that we'll say inshaAllah ta'ala, and that is the hadith that is in Bukhari and Muslim. And that is that Abu Hurairah narrated that our Prophet ﷺ said that anyone who owns gold or silver and does not pay zakat on it, that zakat will be turned into a fire that will be used to burn him and his body on his face and his sides. Then he said, في يوم كان مقداره 50,000 سنة. In a day that shall stretch to 50,000 years. Then he will see whether he's going to heaven or hell. So this hadith is very explicit that the maximum amount of time for the Day of Judgment, whether it is real or whether it is perception, is the same thing. Because if you think it's that long, then you are feeling it to be that long. It is 50,000 years. So Allah knows best. Perhaps we can conclude that the Day of Judgment, will maximum be felt for 50,000 years. Now think about 50,000 years. That is an eternal lifetime. And that's why, when we begin our next lesson, inshaAllah, we'll begin from this point. People will become so exasperated that they will even be willing, a'udhu billah, to go on to Jahannam so that Judgment Day will finish. How could you get to that level? Only if 50,000 years have gone on. So the Day of Judgment itself is not a quick thing for the kafir. But for the believer, and so another reason for us to be righteous and pious, for the believer, it will be something quick and easy, and that is our goal. We will continue next week, inshallah. Let me do some questions. So these are questions online that we have that when we say that the Prophet ﷺ is the Sayyid of the children of Adam, does this mean that Adam has a separate maqam and he is not the Sayyid of his father Adam because he said Walad Adam? No. What children of Adam here means is mankind. When the Prophet is saying, I am the Sayyid of the children of Adam, what he means is mankind. We'll be resurrected from the same graves and the same locations we will be buried in. We will be resurrected with the people that are buried next to us. Again, this is a question that we do not have any answers for. The life of the barzakh is something that is totally different from our own life. We do not know whether the people buried physically with us will be resurrected with us. Allah knows best. Any questions from one of the brothers here? Yes, Bismillah. No. So this is a very good question, and I should have mentioned this. Very good question. Let me rephrase it slightly. Isn't the Ard al-Mahshar Ard Palestine? Many months ago, we talked about the signs of Judgment Day, and I mentioned that Bilad al-Sham is Ard al-Mahshar. Okay? So now you are correct in saying, but hold on a sec, that's Ard al-Mahshar. Okay. This is the Mahshar of this dunya, or Bilad al-Sham. My lecture today was about the Mahshar of the Akhirah. Two different Mahshars. There will be, what does Hashar mean, guys? Hashar means what? Gathering. There will be the final gathering of mankind in this dunya. The final gathering of mankind, yes. Yes, this is of this dunya. Will be the Ard al-Mahshar in Bilad al-Sham. That will be the final bastion of mankind. It's called Ard al-Mahshar because that's going to be the last stand. But it is of this dunya, where people are still here eating and drinking and breathing. They're not dead. This is this dunya. That has nothing to do with our talk today. Our talk today is about after the trumpet, whereas what you asked is before the trumpet.
What about Arafat? Where do we get that?
The issue of Arafat being Ard al-Mahshar, it is reported from Ibn Abbas. And inshallah, let me bring for you the exact narrations then for next time. We should bring it up. When we're being this academic, I shouldn't just mention it from the top of my head. I should bring it, so I will bring it. But it is mentioned, and when a Sahabi says something that is from Ilm al-Ghaib, so then we assume that it is a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. No Sahabi can say that Arafat is going to be that without something from the Prophet ﷺ. Sisters, any questions? Yes, in the back, sister, go ahead. Every single creature, every single human born as a child or adult, doesn't matter, they shall be resurrected on Qiyamah. But that doesn't mean that they will have to suffer on Qiyamah. So they will be resurrected on Qiyamah and they will be in Mahshar. And we know this because in the hadith in Musnad Imam Ahmad, our Prophet ﷺ said that the one who loses a child and is patient at that Allah will say to the child on the Day of Judgment, enter Jannah. And the child will say, no, not without my parents. And so the child will hold on to the parents' hands. And the child will make shafa'ah for the parents who were sabir and muhtasib. And they will be given shafa'ah. Where is this taking place? Mahshar. Where is this whole thing taking place? Mahshar. So the child is there. The child has been resurrected. The child is there and being told, okay, you don't have any hisab, you can go. But that's on the mahshar. So children will also be resurrected, but it doesn't mean that they will necessarily go through all of these same stages. And inshallah, with this we conclude for today, and I will see you inshallah on Saturday for our big conference inshallah, and then inshallah next week inshallah.